Happy Friday to everybody. Today's April the 20th, and I'm Dr. Bomar, your academic coach, and this is the countdown to finals. I'm sharing my top tips in preparation for finals, spring semester of 2018. Today's tip is go and look at your old tests. So chances are you don't have them. Chances are your professor has kept them in his or her office, so you're going to have to make an appointment to go see the tests. Either if you let the professor know you're coming to see the tests, then the professor will have the tests ready. So it would be better if you told the professor ahead of time, so in case the professor has to go look for the test in the filing cabinet, if it's a physical paper test. So we want to go to the professor's office to look at your old exams that you've taken throughout the semester. This might be a little bit awkward to sit in the professor's office and look at your test. It might feel weird to be looking at exams that you failed. So it feels uncomfortable. Maybe, man, you feel uncomfortable to look at your old test, particularly if you didn't do well on them. But I'm really going to ask you to push through those uncomfortable feelings and go look at your old test, because the benefit is worth it. When you go look at your old test, there's these things I want you to ask yourself. I want you to sit there and look at your old exams and have a notebook paper out, piece of paper out, and take notes. And I want you to look at the questions that you got right. And ask yourself, what kind of question was it? Now, I'm not talking about format. I'm not talking about true, false, multiple choice, short answer. I'm talking about what kind of cognitive demand did this question make on you. So you want to ask yourself this: was this question a memory question? Did I just have to remember the fact, the information? Next kind of cognitive demand: was this question a knowledge question? Did I have to know what it meant, like definitions? So those are the two basic ones, memory and knowledge. The next level of cognitive demand is, was this question an application question? Most of our math questions are application questions. So an application question requires that you have memory and knowledge of the ideas and concepts and then be able to use them. So application questions are more difficult. So you want to look at the questions that you got right and ask yourself, was this question an application question? Now, the fourth level of cognitive demand that I want to talk about today is, ask yourself, was this question an analysis question? Now, analysis is like, well, think about your blood. When you go get your blood drawn, and they do what they do at the lab, and then they look at all the components in your blood, like how many white blood cells, how many red blood cells, how much cholesterol, etc. That's what analysis means. Analysis means that you look at the components inside of a concept. So you look at the question in your test and ask yourself, was this an analysis question? So you want to look at your tests and ask yourself what cognitive demand was being made through this question. And you look at the questions you got right as well as the questions that you got wrong. This can take a while, so go ahead and budget some time to spend in your professor's office looking at your old exams. This will help you know how to study for your final so that you can be ready for the types of cognitive demand that will be made on you through your final exam. What kinds of questions will be asked? Okay, so that's my tip for today. If you haven't seen my previous tips, look me up on my YouTube channel or my Facebook or on LinkedIn. And stay tuned for next week. I'll be sharing some more tips on our countdown for finals. This is Dr. Bomar. See you soon.